If you say that contraceptives are obviously a sin against God because of the example of Onan in the Bible, then
Who said
stop
that?
eating pork or shrimp or wearing mixed fabrics or getting tattoos
Yeah.
because it comes from the same Levitical laws that have to do with why Onan was punished for this. If you're going to demand that people look at context when they use verses, then look at the context of this verse.
I'm just going to explain this to Brandon. I can't tell you how many videos I've seen this where he keeps confusing Old Testament laws. I cannot tell you how many, almost every single video. Well, I'm not going to use the Old Testament because Christians always get mad at me. No, 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 no. It's very simple. I'll explain it to you, Brandon. Okay. He confuses the main three types of Old Testament laws. There are moral laws, that's one category. Those are based on natural law, God's nature as well. Things like don't have unnatural relations.
Don't
Or,
murder.
yeah,
Yeah,
don't murder,
don't
right?
delete
Fifth
anybody.
Commandment. Arguably, between different branches of Christianity, don't use birth control devices. That's moral law. Then you have priestly or cleanliness laws, being clean before God, sacrificing to God for your sins. And then you have Israelite civil law, things like what's the punishment if you murder someone? If you steal from someone, how are we going to civilly play that out? Now, because we're under a new priest, the final priest, Jesus, under the order of Melchizedek, we are made clean by his final sacrifice. We don't need any more sacrifices. We don't need to do any. I can't eat shellfish. I'm not gonna be clean before I sacrifice in the temple. No, 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 no. You don't need that. You're already clean under Jesus.
Absolutely.
And in terms of civil law, well, I don't live in ancient Israel, so I'm not subject to that jurisdiction anymore. And neither is anybody else, right? We're not time travelers. We're not in ancient Israel. None of those apply to us. So the things that continue to this day are the things that are based on God's character and the nature that he has created, right?
Yep.
Things like don't murder. That's true for everybody, right? That's not just true for an ancient Israelite, that's true for everybody. So if it's a moral law based in nature or in God's character or something like that, that applies today. Everything else, that's not for us to do. Oh, you're eating shellfish. I don't have to avoid eating shellfish. I could eat all shellfish all day, and God ain't gonna be mad at me.
I can eat my bacon wrap, shrimp, wearing my mixed fabric on Sunday, and it doesn't matter. But there's one thing that Brandon brings us up a lot. So I know that this is something, a sore spot in his life, and that is homosexuality, the plus community. And he likes to say, well, because he would immediately the plus community. And he likes to say, well, because he would immediately the plus community. And he likes to say, well, because he would